do I have to do this?
I got the email address, didn't I?
It's been like this for the past week, ever since they made the decision to get baby done. Dad worrying about how to get in touch with the church, Mum getting more exasperated that it hasn't been done yet. Dad can't remember if it's called a christening or baptism and doesn't want to look stupid. Mum not sure if they're even in the parish they think they're in and is panicking about how big the waiting list might be. And then there are times, dates, availability, and loads more to worry about. Where on earth should you start? Firstly, we're delighted that you've decided to ask for God's blessing on your child. We want to welcome you all to the church family. Thanks for getting in touch, and congratulations, you're choosing the right place and the right people to help you. There are lots of reasons why families come to a church for a blessing for their child. You might want the chance to say thank you to God for your child and celebrate their arrival. It's one of the first formal events in their lives, and you might want it to be really special. Perhaps you want them to be introduced by the name you've given them and ask for close friends to be involved in their lives. It might be simply to gather your family and friends together so that you can say welcome to the family to your child. You might want to express your Christian faith and hope that your child will come to share it. Once you've decided you would like God's blessing on your child, your next step is to get in touch. And no, you won't get asked lots of questions you don't know the answer to. You're not going to be made to feel small, and you won't get stern looks or be cast out into the street if we've not seen you in church before. We're just thrilled to share this special event with you. And it doesn't matter how you contact us. It could be by email, letter, a phone call, or friendly chat. However you get in touch, let us help you make the best of this opportunity to say thank you, to celebrate, and to welcome.
What do you call it anyway?
The service is referred to as either a christening, a baptism, headwetting, getting the baby done. It really doesn't matter what you call it, we know what you mean. Oh, and most clergy are happy to be called vicar, even if they have a different title. Most go by their first names, and they're only too happy to hear from you. Really. The Church of England offers two equal approaches, a service of thanksgiving and a service of baptism, popularly called a christening. Both are ways to celebrate the life of your child and to ask God's blessing on them and you. Both involve making promises to God with the support of close friends, and both offer that opportunity for a family to celebrate. The difference between them is the extent and depth of Christian commitment that the service expresses in its words and acts. The choice is completely yours, but your vicar and church are happy to help and support you in your decision. You may also be asked to make the service your own through choices of readings, family involvement, and musical choice. Our aim is to give the best service we can for you and your child and to help you make the decisions you want to make. How do you decide which service is right for you? The service called Thanksgiving for the Birth of a Child is a celebration to mark the birth and naming of your child. In it, we bless both you and your child, anoint them with oil, and offer you the opportunity to give them their name. We invite the people you've chosen to be part of your baby's life to be introduced and to make promises to take an active role in their upbringing. This is a service anyone with a belief in God can stand up and take part in, even if they're not sure what else they believe. It's a wonderful opportunity to express your gratitude for this new life and to celebrate with a formal occasion their welcome into the wider family. The service called Baptism asks you and those who have chosen to be part of the child's life to make promises to God about the way in which you and your child are going to aim to live. This can be a tough commitment in the 21st century and something to think seriously about. A baptism service is a celebration not just of new birth and life, but also of a commitment to head in a certain direction and to begin something new for your family. Whichever you choose, both services have Jesus at their center, and there's an important reason for that. God knew us really well, and we knew Him. But over the years, stuff started to get in the way. Rubbish started to mound up into a scrapyard of dishonesty, envy, theft, murder, and self-centeredness. Have you ever looked around the world and thought, why doesn't God do something about this? Well, He did. God's real-life rescue plan meant getting involved Himself. Jesus' birth gave us a life lived perfectly along with friends. A life that started tidying up the mound of stuff between us and God. A life that ruffled the feathers of the authorities, upsetting them. And so they got rid of him, but he wouldn't let go of the stuff he'd collected. A few days later, friends are surprised. He's alive? We've a new life now that Jesus has said to us, "Go on, get on with it, celebrate new beginnings with God." A t-shirt available for everyone who wants to know God and get on with his work in the world. A tentative yes to God from us is met with a huge yes from God. A new start awaits anyone who wants to be on that journey of faith with Jesus. Groups come together to support each other. They pray, read the Bible, talk about Jesus, and get on with the Jesus job. Young and old, everyone together. Both a service of thanksgiving and a service of baptism invite us to belong to that story, but in different ways. If you want to thank God for the gift of your child, but don't want to make promises about faith, then perhaps a thanksgiving service is for you as part of that ongoing journey. If you want to take that commitment of faith for yourself and include your child in that decision, a baptism service is for you. Either way, your child will always be able to discover faith for itself later in life. Now you can decide who you will ask to be with you in this next step for your child. Godparents or sponsors are chosen by parents to stand with them in bringing up the child. Traditionally, 2 men and a lady for a boy, and 2 ladies and a man for a girl. But it's entirely your choice, and many parents today choose 1 or more couples to be part of their child's life. These people will share your love and your faith for the future. They are not in any way legal guardians, so make sure you still make your will to protect your children. It's your choice what comes next, and one that you make as part of your own faith journey. We have never refused to bless a child, and we look forward to welcoming you to a service where together we can thank God, name your child, and welcome them to the family. You will not be placed in any embarrassing situations, and we will not make you feel guilty about coming to a church. We do encourage you to start thinking about your local church, and we'd be happy to help introduce you to it. A leaflet is available to help you remember some of what we've said, and contact details to help you. Use the form to get in touch and tell us what service you'd like and a possible date. If you have any questions, then please get in touch. We look forward to helping you and your family on this special journey.